and welcome to another episode of Draw With Me, where we put 10 minutes on the clock and try and draw as much as possible within that time frame. Now, it is a personal challenge, so no matter where you really are or what you think you can accomplish, it really is up to you. So you get to decide whether you're doing torsos, facial expressions, full body shots, completely up to you, as long as you are challenging yourself to get better every single time. Also, the materials that you choose is also completely up to you. So whether you're using pencils, crayons, colored pencils, markers, paint, airbrush, doesn't matter, completely up to you, as long as you are challenging yourself in these 10 minutes. Now, the one thing that we do together is the character, and we are continuing down the Black History Month with superheroes of color, and today we're going to be drawing Luke Cage. Now, there's plenty of material for Luke Cage, so if you do not have your reference yet, go ahead and hit the pause button, grab your materials and your reference, and then come on back and we'll get started as soon as you're ready. All right, well, welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and put 10 minutes on the clock, and we're gonna go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so Luke Cage. So I don't know if you guys watched like the Netflix series in Luke Cage, or if you've seen, or if you've read the comics of Luke Cage, or anything like that. But I liked Luke Cage. I thought he was pretty fun. I really enjoyed it in the Netflix series. I thought it was really cool rendition of Luke Cage. I'm going to be drawing retro Luke Cage because retro Luke Cage just made me happy. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be drawing retro Luke Cage, mostly because I want to draw him with his mini afro as well as his mini tiara, because that thing always got me. I was like, what is with the mini tiara? But you know what? After a while, you start going, oh, you know what? It's kind of grown on me. All right, so I'm gonna do that, and well, no, kind of have to do that. Okay, so that's here. I mean, we're gonna round out his afro just a little bit better. All right, push that over a little bit like that. Here, and then this will come down. We'll do something like that. And then this comes straight. Anyway, one thing that I did like about Luke Cage is that he wouldn't curse, right? Like that was his thing. Like he wouldn't curse because he was always trying to be a role model. Sorry, I'm gonna turn the mic. He always wanted to be a role model, right? So he didn't curse. But once he got to a point to where he's like, oh, and he was about to curse, he would always say "Sweet Christmas," and man, that made my day. I don't know why, but him constantly saying "Sweet Christmas" really did just make me happy. So that's why we're drawing this version of him. And you know, the big yellow, drawing the big yellow shirt, because why wouldn't you have a big yellow shirt? You know, created, I forgot when he was created, but a lot of his stuff took place in like the 60s and stuff like that. And so it is really cool. He did not disappoint with his shirt. So that is what we're going to be drawing today, is his big yellow shirt. And we'll bring that up like so. Shirt there, ribs. All right, where are we at? 7. Oh, look at that. Drew going a little bit faster today. That's nice. So, Luke Cage. He also teamed up with Iron Fist, right? And then they kind of did this thing. It was what was it called? Something for hire. But pretty much they were just superheroes for hire, and it might have been what it was called. I don't remember. sad that I cannot remember what that was. But I always, anything kind of martial artsy will catch my attention. And so having the big, strong super dude with a muscular, but in comparison, super skinny martial arts guy, I always love the contrast for that. So that was always fun. And we're not necessarily going to try and draw the super details of his, of his face, like I normally try and do. Try and put in the details with this big old brush or Sharpie marker, but we're not going to do that today. Trying to learn from our mistakes, right? That's the big thing. Win, lose, as they say, win, lose, or draw. The idea is that you learn something so that the next time you draw, the better it'll be better. And that's what we're trying to do here. Right? So not trying to draw the details of his face in with this very super thick marker. And hopefully it'll, I don't know, not that it's going to save time, but hopefully it'll save some time. Because I'm not trying to be like, oh my goodness. Oh wait, it's a shirt too. Shit. So it's not going to be like, oh my goodness, I screwed that up and now it's too thick and stuff like that. Go ahead and make sure that it's already just the face, right? So now come in, all right, this, draw the nose. Like so, eyeballs. Right, nice and bold, so there, up. So, bottom lip, bam. Okay. Erasing, okay. Let's go ahead and get this tiara out the way, right? Okay, grazing the tiara. That's done. Let's do the face. We're gonna do the face first this time. Normally we always wait, right? We always wait, and then I always run out of time. So I want to try and do the face first. Let's see where we go from there. Okay. Oh man, I forgot to draw the details of the ear. Okay. And I think I'm actually doing that on purpose now. And it's like I stopped drawing in the ear because every single time that I've drawn in the ear and then came in with the Sharpie, or I mean the marker afterwards, I would completely obliterate and smear the marker, so the Sharpie. And so then it didn't look so good because I was always ruining it. So I think I'm subconsciously going, nope, don't draw that in yet. Do your marker first, then you can come in afterwards. If you're doing markers and you have a dual tip brush, definitely keep in mind that you have both sides, right? Because with this, I currently use a brush tip, which is, I mean, it's not rare for me for this because I've been using Olos, but if you need to make cleaner lines, right? Like I'm doing right now, doing the correction and cleanup and all that kind of good stuff. It's not really cleanup, but the corrections, making nice smaller lines, then you would use the brush or bullet if you have that, right? Not a problem. But if you needed to cover wider areas, right, then you should definitely use the chisel tip. Broad, I think you should use broad. So that's what I do, right? Just, if I need, right? Because I know that I've been talking, and if I don't pay attention, all of a sudden I won't have any time left. And I'll be very sad that we're so close and I still wouldn't be able to make it. Like, that would be sad. Right? I'd be very, very sad about that. But I think, okay, I'm gonna come in here. So I'm using the broad tip because I want to cover as much space as I possibly can in the least amount of time, because we've got 30 some odd seconds left. Right, so definitely coming in, trying to finish. Right, a little bit here. Right, and then now we use these last couple of seconds just to come in and add a sharper line, because we are done. Right. All right, so we did finish that. Look at that, we finished it up. Always happy to finish one. Obviously, there's a little bit of cleanup that I would like to do to bold out some of the lines and stuff like that. But for the most part, all right, this one is done. So I hope that you were successful today, like I was. I'm very excited about that. If you weren't, don't worry about it. I don't make these normally, so you can definitely check the plethora of videos where we've done these in the past, where I just don't make it. But no matter what, if you made it, if you didn't make it, would love to see how far you got. And if you would please come join us on my Discord channel, the link is in the description, and then just post so that we can see exactly what you're doing and how far you're getting. Would love for you to join our community. Now, if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you get notified every single time that I drop new content. Thank you all so very much, and I will see you at the next episode.